Welcome to TV20. I'm Dan Monroe in downtown Cleveland, just outside the Huntington Convention Center, where they're preparing for a success fair, a job fair with over 200 employers. I'll tell you more about that later, but first, here's what we're working on. It's an initiative to empower teams of local artists and the Mount Pleasant community through mural making and education. We'll tell you all about Impart 216 and where you can see this life-size art in person. Are you strong enough to pull a plane? I was at this year's plane pull at Cleveland Hopkins, and I'll catch you up on all the action that took place. It's a summer program with the goal of leaving our neighborhoods better than when we found them. We check in with the Job Beautification Program in Ward 4 to learn what kids and the community are taking away from this season's program. Summer is over and it's officially back to school time. We visited some schools in the Cleveland Metropolitan School District as students headed back this week. They were welcomed by teachers and staff, and even Mayor Bibb.
Always very exciting to welcome students and families back on the first day.
It's an exciting day. It's going to be an exciting year.
Happy first day.
Happy first day.
Weather's great. Kids are excited.
Scholars come to school ready, on time, engaged in learning. Parents can help your scholars out by signing up for the electronic gradebook. You can go on our website, clevelandmetroschools.org, to find out more about signing up for that electronic gradebook. But by doing so, you'll know about your kids' grades, their attendance and behavior. And it allows you to just stay interactive with your teacher, your child's teacher, and help them in the learning process.
We know that there's going to be a lot of learning that happens this year, and the teachers and all of our staff who work with kids are so excited to see them back in the buildings.
To the students, school is all about learning and exploring. So take the pressure off and take the opportunity to grow with your friends. Have a great year. To our parents, thank you for partnering with us, trusting us with your kids. And to our educators, thanks for all that you do. We know you're going to help make it a great year for our students, and we really appreciate that.
Well, I want every child in CMSD to get all A's, but really we want them to find their strengths, find their passion, and really be successful. We're counting on these young people to be featured doctors, lawyers, machinists, welders to power our city.
Some days are going to be harder than others, but that's okay. You start fresh the next day. And every day you're going to learn something and you're going to become better.
The back-to-school spirit was also strong at the Cleveland Public Library's Union Branch on East 93rd Street. The library threw a back-to-school festival for community families with free haircuts for students, book bag giveaways, vendors, and plenty of fun for the whole family. The library says the festival was a way to make sure families and students had the support they need during the back-to-school season. Now let's get you the information you need about the Success Fair that's happening right here at the Convention Center on Friday, August 22nd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. We're talking about over 200 employers and resources across 20-plus industries, all right here on Friday. You'll find opportunities from entry-level to senior positions, record sealing and expungement, free parking at the Muni lot with shuttle service to the Convention Center, and free on-site childcare.
This fair was planned intentional. So every employer that we have here is actively hiring. Every resource that we have here is designed to benefit. So we put this fair together with the thought in mind, I would come but. So our goal is to move every barrier so that way you have no reason why not to come. I would come to the Success Fair, but I don't have a babysitter. Bring your child with you. Bring your children with you because we have on-site childcare. I would come, but I have a background and I have a hard time getting a job. That's good because we have the expungement clinic here. We have a lot of legal services here that's free. We have license reinstatement. We have warrant removals, all happening here, right?
One of the resources you'll find at the Success Fair includes the Office of Reentry, which helps those who have been justice impacted or previously incarcerated to have a successful transition back home into their community.
If you find me or anybody on our team, we will walk you around to each of the individuals or organizations or employers that you're actually looking for. We've made it a lot easier for individuals this year, the participants, because again, I said that we're listening. So what we've done is we've classified each of the partners into sectors and industries, and we've put them all in one row. So if you know kind of where you want to go, even the direction that you think that you want to start in, it's a smaller pool of organizations and employers there. So it's not as overwhelming. overwhelming as talking to 250 individuals at one time. A successful success fair really is about getting the people in the building to leave with something. So maybe they're leaving with hope. Maybe they're leaving with a job interview. Maybe they're leaving with information or resources from organizations that they did not know existed. Maybe it is another organization that is leaving with a connection or a partner or a relationship that they're able to build. So I would think the biggest thing and probably the biggest success from the success fair for the office would be some form of a connection.
That information once again, the Success Fair is happening Friday, August 22nd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Huntington Convention Center downtown with free parking and shuttle service and free on-site childcare. If you'd like to learn more about the Office of Reentry, visit the Health and Human Services section of the Cuyahoga County's website, hhs.cuyahogacounty.gov. Always on the hunt for new faces to join their ranks, the Cleveland Division of Police held a giant hiring fair in downtown Cleveland over the weekend. Applicants were able to take the written test and the physical agility test, plus get a background check, which could then lead to a conditional letter of offer to join the next police academy class.
For a long time, our steps were kind of spread apart, so we were able to kind of condense a few of the steps that are required to be hired into the Cleveland Division of Police. We're able to condense it down to one day, so applicants don't have to come down multiple times to conduct different parts of the step process. So it's important for that, and then of course, the Division of Police is consistently looking for qualified candidates to come work and serve the city, protect our city.
The expected start time for the next police academy is December of this year. Now let's get you caught up on the highlights from this week's City Council meeting. First up, safety improvements to downtown parking garages and lots. Council approved new lighting requirements. Public garages must maintain a minimum of 1 foot candle of illumination across all walking surfaces and 10 foot candles in stairwells and landings. Lighting at these locations must be shielded to prevent glare onto any nearby residential buildings. Next, Brown Stadium repairs. Council has authorized the city to reimburse the Cleveland Browns Stadium Company more than $2 million for emergency repairs to Huntington Bank Field. And major improvements at police stations. Council approved upgrades to the city's Division of Police district stations, including HVAC replacements, roof repairs, window replacements, LED lighting fixture replacements, and more at some districts. Council approved legislation to raise the per diem rate for housing city prisoners in the Cuyahoga County Jail from $99 to $143 a day. The legislation also revises other provisions of the city-county agreement on booking and charging prisoners. Council also approved designating Greater New Calvary Baptist Church, formerly the First Congregational Church of Collinwood, as a Cleveland landmark. For over 50 years, Showwagon has traveled through Cleveland neighborhoods, highlighting the city's talented youth, and this year was no different. Their Summer Talent Showcase took place at Camp Forbes in Highland Hills. The theme this year was Step Up and Shine. Children ages 8 to 18 performed songs and dances and poetry. Showwagon is a Cleveland Parks and Recreation program that runs from June through August with auditions held in May. It's an 8-week program that leaves neighborhoods cleaner, and that sends kids home with entrepreneurial skills. We went to the graduation ceremony of the Job Beautification program held at Burton Bell Car Development to hear about the impact the Teen Enterprise program has on teenagers and the impact the teens had on their surrounding neighborhoods.
We had a program that we conducted for 8 weeks. During the 8-week program, what we had was a group of about 8 to 10 teens total. We were contracted through the Burton Bell Car Center, and the task was to go out into the community and go out, and there were certain areas that were selected to go clean, and so what we did was we went out as a group and went and cleaned those spots.
We went through different neighborhoods and we seen like tons of trash.
It made me feel good, like cleaning up, because it was really dirty and stuff.
We looked at what opportunities could come of that. So for example, there were vacant lots, there were abandoned buildings, and we looked at that and we said, hey, what could this be? Instead of looking at it and saying, hey, you know, this is something that is an eyesore.
We've cleaned up communities near my house.
as I said, friends, and really getting to see a bit more of Cleveland.
They actually made presentations from that. So they looked at different places in Ward 4 and they said, you know what could this place be? What could this abandoned building be? What could this empty field be? And that's what they're doing right now. And they're going to have a slideshow and they're going to present that today. Some of the things that you will see as they were going around and they were cleaning up, you actually seen neighbors and business owners coming out and saying, hey, what are you guys doing? And it was like, hey, we're just coming around cleaning up and just making sure that the city looks better.
The importance of this program to me and my peers was it's good for us kids to stay out of the street and earn money and help out our parents and buy our school clothes.
It actually helps people to think outside of the box. So any of the teams that were involved in this organization, in this project, it helped them to see how they can make a difference in the community.
Do you think you have what it takes to pull a plane? And it was time for the annual plane pull at Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. I was there, and I'll give you the full recap next. Using artificial technology to identify problem areas around the city. Next, we'll explain a pilot program with the goal of more efficiently targeting city property conditions that could use a little help.
Today's vote, in my eyes, is not a very difficult one.
Did you know that in the city of Cleveland, you can text 911 and the message goes directly to our communications center? Our dispatch staff will communicate with you via their keyboard, asking the same questions necessary to dispatch police, fire, or EMS emergency services. Keep this in mind if you are in the city and making an emergency phone call that might be a challenge.
This safety message is brought to you by the City of Cleveland Division of Police.
Hi, my name is Gabriela Lopez, and I am the Community Engagement Coordinator for Family Connections. We are here to help parents and children learn and grow together. You can find us here at the Greater Cleveland Food Bank Community Resource Center. Right now, we offer fun playgroups, help for parents, and tools to support your child's learning and development. Soon, we will be starting pop-up playrooms where kids can play and learn, and parent cafes where grown-ups can talk, share ideas, and get support. Come visit us at our playroom to learn more, or go to familyconnectionsneo.org. We are happy to be here with you today.
Dominicans in Cleveland gathered in downtown Cleveland to watch as the Dominican Republic's flag was raised above City Hall in celebration of Restoration Day.
Restoration Day, we are celebrating the first independence. We have our first independence in the Dominican Republic. Then we had some different historical issue, and then we had to go for the second restoration, and that is what we're celebrating on August 16. And of course, we take pride to celebrate it here in our beautiful city of Cleveland.
So Dominicans, we're very friendly people. So that's in our blood. So we not only have family, we have community come together, and we're international. We talk to everyone, we get along, and people support us. The Dominican Club of Cleveland support the city of Cleveland in multiple events throughout the year, and we partner with different nonprofits organizations in Northeast Ohio.
Restoration Day is a public holiday in the Dominican Republic, celebrated on August 16th. The Dominican Club of Cleveland promotes Dominican culture, provides resources, and fosters a feeling of community among Dominican Americans living in Cleveland. Can you pull a Boeing plane? Well, it's time for the annual plane pull at Cleveland Hopkins International Airport, and I was there to witness firsthand the seemingly impossible. Teams of 12 to 15 people competed to pull a 75-ton United Airlines Boeing 737 12 feet across the tarmac in the fastest time. They didn't just pull the plane to show off, as each individual raised money for the Special Olympics Ohio. There were many different teams participating in this year's poll, including some of your favorite superheroes, Cleveland police and firefighters, and even some very strong little kids. By the end of the competition, over $63,000 was raised to support the Special Olympics, which was the most amazing act witnessed at this year's plane pull. For more information on this year's playing pool, or if you just want to donate, visit the Special Olympics Ohio website at SOOH.org. The City of Cleveland is implementing a one-year pilot program with City Detect, using AI to analyze properties across the city. Here's how it works. 2 cameras would be attached to one city car. These cameras will take photos while the car is driven around. Those pictures will then go into a software program that analyzes the images for things like illegal dumping. This will help the city know where to send an inspector or places Public Works and Building and Housing need to get involved.
It'll be side-facing cameras left and right. It'll capture images from the public right-of-way, which is what we would do from a property survey anywhere. So there's no above aerial. We're not going into backyards. It's just on the street. It will automatically blur personal information, so license plates and faces will be auto-blurred.
The vehicle will be branded as a 311 city support vehicle. It can detect 140 different conditions, including high grass, collapsing structures, trash, graffiti, and damaged street signs or guardrails. The company, City Detect, uses advanced AI and computer vision technology to assess housing conditions to make for more efficient code enforcement. A mission to empower local teams of artists in the Mount Pleasant community. Coming up, we check out part of the city's transformative arts project, Impart 216.
The Cleveland Division of Police is announcing a new feature in reporting non-emergency crimes. When you call the non-emergency number 216-621-1234, a dispatcher will then send you a link via text to your cell phone. Other options are to call 833-461-0144 or use the QR code and report your non-emergency crime. We encourage everyone to add both the Cleveland Division of Police non-emergency phone number and the direct number in their cell phones.
This safety message is brought to you by the City of Cleveland Division of Police.
Hello, my name is Yvette Nossel, Director of Community Initiatives at the Cleveland Animal Protective League. We provide services here at the Greater Cleveland Food Bank Community Resource Center. I am part of a team called Project CARE. The letters of CARE stand for Community Animal Retention Effort. The mission of Project CARE is to help provide services to pet owners in times of hardship so they can retain their pets in their home. We distribute food here at the Greater Cleveland Food Bank Community Resource Center every Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. In addition to our pet food distribution, we can also assist pet owners in getting the necessary medical care for their pets at our low-cost community pet clinic located at our pet shelter in Tremont. Stop by and talk to one of our Project CARE associates for more details.
The new Midtown Collaboration Center was excited to debut the multimedia archives of artist James Gale, as presented by his daughter Gina. James Gale was a self-taught photographer who went on to work for the Cleveland Plain Dealer. Thanks to a grant from Emerson College, his entire archives are now being digitized.
And this has been a long time coming. He passed away in 1991, and there were some organizations that wanted me to donate his entire archive before they would do anything, put any money into archiving it, and I couldn't do that because I was always taught you never give away your negative, so I couldn't give away his entire life's work. Again, with this generous grant from Emerson College, now we're on the road.
You can view James Gale's photos, along with the work of his daughter Gina, at the Cleveland History Center now through the end of the month. City Dogs Cleveland got a special visit from singer Miranda Lambert. She was in Cleveland for her performance with Morgan Wallen during the Cleveland leg of his tour. Lambert is known for using her platform to promote shelter pet adoption through her nonprofit organization, Mutt Nation Foundation. She often visits local rescues while on tour performing. Her visit to City Dogs came as the Clear the Shelters campaign launches at the Cleveland Kennel, offering reduced adoption fees of just $21.
I'm Richard Stewart here in the Mount Pleasant neighborhood of Cleveland, where artists, residents, and volunteers have all come together, not just to clean up and beautify the community, but to change the psyche of its residents through art.
On the corner of East 140th Street and Union Avenue, bright colors are filling the walls. It's all part of the Impart 216 Festival, breathing creativity into a community initiative. It's a project blending art, history, and providing hope for the people who live here.
We had a community cleanup in conjunction with New Point and the Trash Boys, but really we're here to celebrate this community in Mount Pleasant. It's a placemaking initiative, clustered murals.
6 murals created by 12 artists are transforming blank walls into bold storytelling canvases.
I do murals myself, and I've been doing murals around town for a little bit more than 10 years. I wanted to not only transform a community, but also transform the lives of the artists that I work with.
That transformation starts with collaboration, pairing seasoned muralists with newer artists, and pulling in local residents to help shape the vision.
We do a lot of community engagement, a lot of group talks and events and activities. This one in particular that I'm standing in front of, this artist has allowed a lot of the team, a lot of the community to help him paint on the lower levels, of course. But they're actively engaged in the mural process.
For Councilwoman Deborah Gray, the festival is about restoring vibrancy to a historic corridor of Cleveland.
Now we're coming into the new of opening it back up, bring it colorful, bring it in a safe, colorful environment so our residents can come out and enjoy their neighborhood.
Artists say the murals symbolize both resilience and rebirth.
My whole inspiration for that is just now we build. This idea of this neighborhood being reconstructed or rebuilt from the ground up and starting from the beginning. We're going to build it on up and make it back to something that works for us around here in this neighborhood.
Our job is to set the stage to what is the chatter in the background, and no one wants to hear your voice. Let's do it visually. Let's demonstrate what it looks like, what your voice looks like visually in full color.
From cleanup to creativity, the Impart 216 Festival is sparking new energy into Mount Pleasant, a celebration of art as a catalyst for change.
Mount Pleasant was depleted of any life, any color, any excitement. I wanted this to be the start of a revitalization of that type of economic investment.
So it's placemaking, projects like this here in Mount Pleasant, it could serve as a model for other areas of Cleveland to improve as well. For TV20 News, I'm Richard Stewart.
Thanks for watching TV20 News. I'm Dan Monroe. Of course, we're out here in front of the Convention Center where they're going to be kicking off Success Fair on Friday, August 22nd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And thank you for watching TV20. We are Cleveland.